I'm Judy Satori. I'm a spiritual channel. I receive messages and transmit energy words of new creation from a more expanded source creation energy that comes from a place that Spirit call beyond the beyond. This is an energy source of new creation for Earth and for us as human beings. This new creation energy is streaming to Earth from the heart centre of 22 galaxies, configured together in a vast multigalactic God creation matrix. Put simply, it's an enhanced, more powerful God creation energy, and it's beginning to transform and upgrade everything about our human selves and about life on Earth. It's divinely planned, a process of human evolutionary upgrade. This is Ascension. The final person that I want to speak to today is Robin from Calgary in Canada. And Robin's light language was activated after she saw a YouTube video of me speaking it last year. She did the program. This is the Speaking the Languages of Light program that most of you have done. And she advanced still more. She also feels that in speaking the language, she received healing for some kind of unusual scarring in the trachea, which is like the windpipe here in the throat, that she's had for 10 years. And this impediment here, this problem with the trachea, restricts her breathing. She wants to understand more about her purpose and her potential. So we're going to talk to Robin. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Robin.
Hi.
Hi, lovely to talk to you from Calgary today.
Well.
Thank you for joining us. So tell us a little bit about this issue with the trachea. It's like.
Yeah, it's about 10 years ago is when it was discovered, and I actually just couldn't even really breathe anymore. It was hard to even just go up a hill. And what they found was scarring that had narrowed my airway almost to a third of what it should be.
Yes.
And with no known cause. So over the last 10 years, I've done lots of different energy healing. I've dove into past life stuff, and I've gotten some relief, and then it's kind of come back, and I've gotten relief and it's come back. And yeah, so I felt this, there was this real strong opening when I started listening to Thoth, when you were bringing him through. And yeah, the light language is almost freeing. Like that's it was a freeing feeling, and like I just want to speak it out all the time, every day. Like since I've done the course, it's like I don't want to shut up. That's all I want to do.
So you do speak it out every day, like whenever it feels like it wants to come, you just speak it.
Yeah, I have been. And like Jackie, I was called to speak it to my dog the other day, and he just turned in towards me and he would just soaked it up. Yeah. So it's great. Changed a little. It sounds different depending on what I'm doing. So I don't really know. I'm just curious about, am I speaking different languages when it's coming through, or is that just different aspects of my soul?
There are many aspects of the languages of light. So basically, when we usually first start to speak it, it's the language, like the sacred songs of our soul. And, like any song, there's different songs. So we can speak many different languages. It's never just one language. It's usually many different languages from our sacred soul memory and our earliest beginnings. And as you've seen me do, it does activate hand movements. But sometimes these languages are translatable, like the star nations within this galaxy and beyond have their universal languages of light that they speak. And they speak this language just like we speak English or French or Russian. They speak a language too. And then there's the coding languages that some people speak because that's their role. I speak coding languages. Thoth speaks coding languages. I believe that you will speak coding languages as well. And when I didn't know anything about the languages of light, and back in 2002, I went to a spiritual festival called Convergence near Christchurch, where I now live. And I was working as a healer, like hands-on healing there. And I was asked by Spirit to meditate several hours a day for several days. And then that I was to stand in front of the people on New Year's Day at 7:00. This is the 1st of January, 2002. And I was to bring through some information. So I meditated. See, one of the things that you do very well, and we all should do, is we just need to do what feels the heart wants to prompt us to do. And this is why when we listen to when we speak and do and practice the Magenta Pyramid, we become entrained into the joy vibration. And so when we become entrained more to the joy vibration, we become like little children speaking their first language, and we don't care about what it sounds like, what I got you all to do before. It's easy then, doesn't matter, you see. When we get into that, it doesn't really matter what it sounds like or where it comes from, like who cares? When we speak it with joy, it's activating something within us. So I stood in front of all these people at 7:00. I didn't know. I shut my eyes because I didn't open them then. I just shut them. I was too scared to open them. And out of my mouth came this really weird language, which I'd never spoken, didn't know where it came from, had never spoken before, never heard. Nobody spoke it then, really. And around me, I heard people laughing. And so I sort of opened one little eye to see what was going on, because I felt really embarrassed, actually. Like I felt there's about 300 people there, and they were all listening to this weird gibberish. I thought, God, what's this? But as I opened my eyes, I saw that some people were laughing, but not at me. Some people were sitting like stunned mullets with their eyes open. And some people were actually crying. So something about that language was touching into their heart and their soul, touching their soul. And that was my first experience. And over that period of time, long time now, and nearly 20 years, the language has changed and evolved. And it's always used, it has been used to clear the energy field. It has been used to put in new energy circuits into the body's energy fields, or clear karma, or it's been an evolutionary process. So with you are also moving through this evolutionary process of using your language of light for your purpose and to activate your potential. So what we're going to do now with you is to activate your purpose and potential, because I feel that in Canada, probably all of Canada, you have quite a big role to play in the future, which requires speaking out. It requires trust. It requires knowing that all is well and that you can do it, you see. And so this trachea shutting down and not being able to breathe, we need to open up so that you can actually take in the breath of life, the breath of new life for yourself. And there's also a bit of issues to do with faith and trust. This little chakra here at the tip of the chin is to do with faith and trust. And it's all, when we experience this, we haven't done anything wrong. It's all because we've done everything right. The only reason that we have these issues come up is that it's time for their release. And in past life, we have done everything right. Otherwise, we wouldn't have these karmic blocks in the first place. We'd be quietly going along with life. We wouldn't even be attracted or interested in any of this. So it's because we put our hand up on some star system somewhere a long time ago and came to the earth in the first place to hold the light and to help the people of the earth move forward. This is why we've taken all this karmic blocking and distortion into us. But it's not us. It's not the true sacred beauty of our soul. So if we all just put your fingertips first on the tip of the chin, this faith center. We work with the faith, standing in our faith. And this is like an absolute knowing that all is well. And we're here for a reason. And do not doubt. Alisabedakadabedakasakadi, Malagashtuko, Mishtasakadi, Mishtasakadi, the Bedaka, Elabedakade, Elabadi, the Bedigi, Alabedakada, Isokalia, Akotsokalia, Sabedaka, Akatapetakudusa, Isaku, Saku, 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 Akotsakasakosakosi. Makolakisitaka. Ikisikusokusi. Ikisiaka. So what are you feeling? Do you feel anything going on in your body right now, Robin?
It's quite emotional, actually. Yeah, there's a real emotional release.
Yeah. So it's that blocked emotion of not being heard, not being able to speak, being sort of slammed down for your beliefs. That's what's made you not being able to breathe. Like you can't take in the breath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now everybody put your fingers on your throat chakra. This is about aligning us all with divine will for our life, aligning us all with the soul's truth, aligning us all with our divine destiny and potential, and helping to activate that destiny plan. Remember, we are the yin receptors. We don't have to do it. Like it said in the prayer of becoming, all we need to do is to be that energy of peace, love, and joy. Be that energy. And spontaneously and synchronistically, magic happens and things change in our lives, you see. So we need to let go of the yang aspect, the doing, and trust in the receptive yin qualities of attracting the energy that we're becoming, you see. We attract. We're becoming magnetic attractors, all of us, to our good, our greatest good. So we do this work now. Miklia kushla, ikisa sabalokozidisa, ikisa rabalokozitakoya, ekate seda kasabalokositsi, akata clear, akata clear, akata clear, akata pitakolakasitakazapatakolakas salashtosia, akata clear, zabazakolokosia. Akode clees a saukusi, akode clees a saukusi, akode kiss yaka, abadokolaki sitiki, akode kiss the key, the saddle cuts the key, the taswatako sataki, akataki yaka. How are you doing? What's going on?
Lots of vibration. I feel lots of pressure actually down the one side.
So what would be really good for you to do, Robin, and anybody else who got some hit on this, and probably most of you did, when you listen to the replay, it's in trains, it goes deeper. So it's really good to listen to this as one time, listen to the replay 2 more times so that you're being exposed to this energy 3 times, because this is like a pyramid. It's a trinity of new creation for us, you see. So now just hands on your heart chakra, everybody. And breathe in the peace of God, of love, of all that is. This beauty and light that is all around us. No matter what is going on the planet, which is polarity, the yin and the yang, it's polarity. It's polarity coming into balance. We are oblivious. We are expanded and above this discord that people are experiencing here on the earth. And we, all of us, are radiating joy and peace and light as the people of light that we are, now and forever, eternally. This is why we came here. This is why we're here now, is to expand beyond old perceptions, old beliefs about ourselves, sabotaging, limiting put-downs, and to step into purpose and power and potential. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. And thank you to all of you 5 lovely ladies who volunteered to come here and speak to all of us around the world and to share yourselves with us. It takes a lot of courage sometimes to do this, and we acknowledge you. Thank you for contributing to the growth and the understanding of all of us listening today. Thank you, Robin. Thank you.